Hey everybody, it's Joshua at Pikes Peak Wellness Massage. Welcome to our weekly blog. This is our third episode, and today we're going to be talking about cupping. These are the cups that I use. I use just the simple to apply suction cup blues. There are a lot of different types of cups out there. You've probably seen fire cups, which is massage therapists we're not licensed to use, and I'm a little afraid of fire, so I wouldn't want to use them. There's also something with a handle where I can pump, 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 pump. But in order to get the cups on you quickly and have you experience cupping for as long as possible during your appointment, I really love these cups. So uh, we're going to apply some of these cups to our model's back here and discuss what cupping does. So as you can see, I got two on within just a few seconds, and they're pretty attached to her back. Cupping is amazing for pain relief, increasing your circulation, and just general relaxation and well-being. When I apply these suction cups, the thought process is, and you can see that this one turned red a little bit, is the cup pulls her skin and some of her muscle up off of where it was. So like I like to do right next to the spine a lot, because these spinal erectors, they have to be activated every time she's standing, which is a good portion of her day. So we pull the erector muscle off of the bone and we just kind of hold it like a rubber band. That can be really great to release this muscle. Now it's going to be a little sore, especially if she's really tight. When I apply this, if your back is really tight, it's going to pull and it might feel a little sore for a few minutes. The good news with suction cups is I can apply it a little less. So now it's applied, but you can see this top is not pushed down. This is a little lighter pressure. And if she's like, no, I know it hurts, but I really want it to be applied, I can really press it all the way down and you can see the indentation there. So in this particular set, this is really pulling on her. So anytime we do increased blood flow, we're increasing the tissue's ability to flush toxins out of the body. So we're going to apply a whole bunch of these. I like this. A lot of people have rhomboid issues. We're in that community or that time period where everybody sits forward and they're typing on computers, looking down, your arms are pulled forward, so your rhomboids are going to really be sore. And I deal with rhomboids all day long. You can see I have different size cups, so I can kind of fit into the neck and into the traps. This is right here on this one is where just about everybody has a trigger point that needs to be dealt with, right? Rub my shoulders. So I've got these little ones that I can fit right into the neck, and I can get all those small little muscles. So generally I'll apply these. I like the rule, we don't apply cups to a body longer than about 8 minutes. I have applied cups and just a little bit of blood has come through the skin because we are pulling. That's obviously a biohazard contaminant. So I find that right about 5 to 8 minutes per area avoids any kind of bleeding. And bleeding's not really the worst thing in the world. It is a natural issue and it is very uncommon. But I have had a few where I just barely pinch the skin and blood starts to come out. All right, so I'll leave these on here for about 8 minutes. I generally leave the room, let the person relax, listen to beautiful music. Sometimes they fall asleep. And then I'll come in and I can position them in different places, right? I'm just randomly throwing these onto the body. When I do it in the session, it's much more organized, right? There is also, this can be a little bit more painful, but if you can stand it, a lot of clients really like it. So I'm going to apply some lotion to her back. This way my cup will slide and move around a bit. If it's your first time being cupped, I don't like to do this to people because like I said, we're going to apply the cup and then we're going to drag it. And that does really help to move the muscle. Particularly this client, you can see that she works out quite a bit and her back is very tight. So if I apply the cup here, now I've got her all lotioned up, let it sit for a second. For this video, I'm not going to let it sit for as long as it needs to. And then I can just slide the muscle. I can slide the cup up and down. Just right around the shoulder blade, right around those rhomboids. How's that feel, client?
Feels great.
It feels great. That's a lie. I'm just joking. All right, so we can pull, and I can do it a little slower. And as I come over this section that I'm not there yet, We're just going to pull that muscle up for a moment, and then it's going to relax as I pass by. Now, the issue that everybody worries about is this going to bruise my back? So the actual answer is no. And I know a lot of people disagree with that, but a bruise is painful, leaves a mark. Cups do leave a mark. And for a moment, when I take this off, it is going to be leaving a mark and it will be painful. However, in about a day or two, the pain will go away. These will start to turn darker. And so it does look like a bruise. It just doesn't even feel like a bruise, though. So I feel like to call it a bruise, you need both. It needs to leave that mark, and it needs to be painful. Most people, these marks will stay on you for about 5 days. And as we get closer to that 5th day, it's going to start disappearing. So the 5th day, they should be almost gone. However, most people that I've cupped, even myself, when I get cupped, and I go to the gym and somebody sees my back 3 days later, and they're like, "Woo, what happened to your back?" I forget that they're even there. So if it was a bruise, I wouldn't forget, because every time I moved around, this muscle might be sore as if it was bruised. So I don't call them bruises. They're not bruises. We're just leaving little marks. And because the cup was on you for so long, and it's pulling that blood up to the skin, it does kind of look like a bruise. All right. So I very rarely do women in the summer, because women like to show off their back in swimsuits and whatnot, but it is so healthy and it is so wonderful. And the bad thing I think that I missed was when I'm dragging like this whole area that I drug through, that's all going to turn black and blue. All right. And I shouldn't say it's only a chance. There are plenty of people who I cup and her back looks like this, and within just a few hours, they're completely gone. So how your back or your skin responds to cupping is different from most people. All right?